Morning Exercises, January 26th. He that hath wrought us for the selfsame thing is God, who also hath given unto us the earnest of the Spirit. 2 Corinthians 5:5. This selfsame thing is nothing less than the final blessedness of the righteous, which, though it doth not yet fully appear, is partially revealed and expressed in the Scripture by various names and images. It is called in the preceding verses, a building of God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, and also life. Mortality shall be swallowed up of life. With regard to this, the Apostle reminds us of God's work in our preparation for the whole, and of God's gift in our possession of a part. The preparation is not natural to us. We are not born Christians, but made such, and the operation is no less than divine. Creatures have not done it, nor have we done it ourselves. It is above the power of education, example, and moral suasion. He that hath wrought us for the selfsame thing is God. But the work is as necessary as it is divine. In vain should we have a title to glory without a meetness for it. Every office, every state requires a qualification for it, and the higher the state and the office, the more important and difficult the qualification becomes. Happiness is not derivable from anything without a suitableness to it. It does not depend upon the excellency of the object, but the conformity of the disposition to it. The acquisition must be wanted, desired, hoped for, before it can gratify and content. Have I, then, anything in me that could find happiness in the heaven of the Scriptures? If he has wrought us for the whole, he has bestowed upon us a part. He has given us also the earnest of the Spirit. The earnest is not only to ensure, it is a portion of the payment, and so is distinguishable from a pledge, which is returned at the completion of the agreement, for the earnest remains and goes on as a part of the bargain. This is very instructive. It tells us that what the believer has here in the possession and influence of the Spirit is not only indicative of heaven, but like it and the degree of it. Is heaven perfect knowledge? The eyes of his understanding are now opened. Already he spiritually discerns, and in God's light sees light. Is it perfect holiness? He is already delivered from the power and love of every sin. He is renewed in the spirit of his mind. He delights in the law of God after the inward man. Is it perfect happiness, exceeding joy, fullness of joy, pleasures forevermore? But even now, blessed are the people that know the joyful sound. There remaineth a rest for the people of God, but we which have believed do enter into rest. They shall enter into peace, but now they have a peace which passeth all understanding. They shall enter the joy of their Lord, but now, believing, they rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. They will then join the spirits of just men made perfect, but the saints are now their companions and their delight. They will then dwell in his house and be still praising him, but they are already attempting and commencing this work. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. Such experience it is that weans them from the world and makes them willing to depart. Heaven is not a distant, unknown good. They are come to the city of the living God. They are partakers of the glory that shall be revealed. They have everlasting life.